In today's video, we find out if Yodel have just killed all our businesses. Cue the intro. Hi folks, welcome to the video. You join me at a moment of great stress. I'll cut straight into it. Basically, Yodel have been experiencing some delivery issues. It's on their website. It's been on there for the last week or so. I've been tracking it, which means that they have not been delivering parcels as they should be, or indeed at all. I currently have over £1,000 worth of parcels. Might even be close to £2,000. I haven't fully gone through everything yet. Sat at a depot in Llandudno, not moving. Not even registered as having entered the depot, but literally sat in a tent outside. They have now just closed all parcel drop-offs nationwide. They're not taking it. That means they're not taking any parcels at all across the whole of the UK. This isn't just from eBay. This will affect Vinted and any other platform that people sell on as well. So Yodel are down. They are not taking parcels during Q4, which is the period that every courier company makes the most money on. This is the busiest time of year for everyone. And they're down. They're not taking parcels. I've never seen this before in all my years of reselling. I've seen problems with Every. I had problems last year with Every losing parcels. I've seen Royal Mail taking ages to deliver stuff, but I have never seen a courier company during Q4 refuse to take parcels at all. You can't turn up at Yodel depot with your parcels. Believe me, I've tried. They're turning people away. They are not taking parcels. You can't buy parcels, labels for them at all anymore. You can still drop your stuff off at the parcel shops and they're still collecting there. But yeah, all their staff are currently working on dealing with the backlog of parcels they've got, which is substantial. I've got stuff that was dropped off with them nearly 2 weeks ago that has not moved. This has led to a substantial number of item not received cases being opened. I've spoken to eBay about this today because eBay have put out a message. In fact, let's switch to Future Andrew and let's show you the message that eBay have put out. Thank you, past Andrew. Future Andrew here, still super stressed, but this is a message that eBay have put out. You can find this on your seller hub if you're a business seller. I don't know where private sellers can find it because I don't have a private eBay account. But basically, they have put a message up to say Yodel service availability on eBay label platform, which is Packlink. But this also affects Yodel's website as well, which I'll show you in a minute. So Yodel delivery services are temporarily unavailable on the eBay site due to ongoing network capacity constraints. That basically means that the Yodel have got more parcels than they can cope with. They've actually got a quote from Yodel. So obviously eBay's shipping team have been in contact with Yodel to get this quote because I can't find it anywhere else. Yodel said, "We are currently not taking any additional bookings for parcel drop-offs. Any parcels that have already been dropped into store or collected will travel through our network a little slower than usual, but you can keep up to your dates with your parcels progress here," and then they're giving you a link to the Yodel tracking site or within my eBay. So basically, Yodel ain't taking parcels anymore. All other courier services are still available to purchase on eBay, but in past experience, and this happened earlier in the year when Yodel went into administration, or like they were going to go into administration before they got taken over. When a courier goes down, that means that people start sending more stuff via Royal Mail, more stuff via Every in particular, and so those couriers who probably already pretty much at their maximum limits because it's Q4, it's their busiest time of year, will now get thousands, tens of thousands more parcels hitting them. So they're probably going to start slowing down as well because, you know, while they might have the staff in place to cope with their current load, the knock-on effect of Yodel going down means that they've got a lot more parcels to deal with than they anticipated dealing with. So you can probably expect to start seeing Royal Mail and Every experiencing some issues as well. InPost too, DPD, probably to a lesser extent UPS, because they're not used as much by people as Every and Royal Mail and InPost are. eBay have said, to ensure you are not adversely impacted by this, they will automatically protect your performance, including your late delivery rate, which will be removed for affected orders between 25th of February to 7th of November. This doesn't brilliantly help me because my affected orders are from before that date. So I do need to really understand from eBay whether the stuff that I've got that's been sat in a depot since the 20th of November and hasn't moved is actually going to be included in this. I have spoken to eBay and they have said that they are aware of the issues with Yodel, and that if there are any items not received cases opened that relate to this period, then they will be able to extend the date for the seller resolution if you escalate the case to them on its escalation date. Whether that applies to my stuff that was dispatched by me on the 23rd but wouldn't have actually reached Yodel until the 25th because it was a weekend. It's the 23rd, not the 25th, not the 20th that's impacted. I don't know. I will find out in a minute. I've got INRs coming out my ears, so I'm super psyched about this. But yeah, it says they will automatically perfect your performance, including your item not received counting as well, so that won't affect your metrics. And they will also remove any negative and neutral feedback resulting to late or non-delivery as a result of network's capacity problems. So it's good that eBay are taking this action, although I think they do need to look at the date on there. But yeah, basically what I would say is, if you are affected by this, don't just refund your customers, because the likelihood is that Yodel will deliver your parcels. Do reach out to eBay about this. Do make sure that they're aware of the issues in relation to your particular deliveries, and make sure that you are covered by them. I've been assured by eBay that the item not received cases I've got open currently, I can speak to them about an escalation date, and if it hasn't moved, then they will extend that resolution date. When it comes to escalation date, which is a couple of days away from me, for me on my earliest case, I will test out a course with eBay, and I'll come back to you if there's any issues with that. But yeah, this is not the kind of stress we needed during Q4. I would definitely think about obviously switching couriers. I mean, you can't use Yodel at the minute anyway, but if you are using Yodel, or we're anticipating using Yodel tomorrow, then you can't. You'll need to look at using Royal Mail or Every, I would suggest. Whether they're going to encounter some issues now as a result of this, I don't know. I have just been into my Every drop-off, where there was a queue of people, which I've never seen at that time of night before. It's actually a post office. It's a Royal Mail post office. Sorry, not Royal Mail. It is a post office. And there's a queue of people there, and I rocked up with 40 parcels to drop off. Because normally I have 40 for Yodel, and now I had to send them all via Every. But they were brilliant about it. They're really good. I said to them, look, Yodel have gone down. I said, I'm going to be coming here with, at least 10 parcels a day, probably more. That's fine. Fetch them along. No problem here at all. We got the room for him. I said, have you got all these people here as well? It's okay. Don't worry about it. Drop off your parcels. So, yeah, if you're using a small parcel shop to drop stuff off at, maybe have a word with them, let them know that you might be dropping off more, and try and work out an arrangement with them. Anyway, we will wrap up the video there. I won't go back to future feature, Andrew, but yeah, real bombshell from Yodel. Really bad during oh yeah, I was going to show you what their website says as well. Yeah, if you go on their website and try and get a quote for a parcel delivery, you can't. It just says the service is not available between the selected locations. The selected location being UK to UK. If we click on Yodel's website itself, they now have a message, which has only just come on, it wasn't on an hour ago, that they are not currently taking bookings for drop-off or collection. So they have now actually put that message up. Before it was saying that they're experiencing delays. So yeah, I've got to be honest, I've lost faith in Yodel now. I won't be using them. I won't be going back to using them. I'm going to stick with Every and Royal Mail going forward. That's it. No doubt I will be moaning about Every in the future a lot. I've had issues with Royal Mail last month, so I'm not super psyched about it, but at the end of the day, I've got a lovely post office that I can drop stuff at. Staff in there, wonderful. That level of service is good enough for me to say, yeah, I'm going to use you. Anyway, I hope people are not too adversely affected by this. You're going to have to deal with a lot of INRs. Just explain to customers what's happening. Direct them to Yodel's website where it explains it says something about this. Let's see if there's more comms that come out from Yodel and eBay that'll help as well. But just try and work with your buyer to make them aware of the fact that stuff is going to take a bit longer than either of you would like to arrive. All right, bye for now, folks. See you on the next video, whenever.